If you don't subscribe to the Audrain Museum Network, I'm gonna have to pull you over. So you better subscribe.
Hey, I'm Antonio. You join me backstage here at the Audrain Automobile Museum, and today we're featuring this 1971 Harley Davidson Servi-Car. And these are pretty interesting. They were really a utilitarian vehicle. Local police departments and post offices would use these for various tasks. This specific one was used by the Newport News, Virginia Police Department up until 1983, and it was used to deliver parking tickets. So it's actually a left-hand throttle and it's a foot clutch. And left-hand throttle because, you know, the police officer would drive down the road, come to a stop, he would mark a tire with some chalk. I think I could probably do my own police run through here with the chalk. The power plant was virtually unchanged from 1932 to 1973 while these were in production. It was more or less the same engine and drivetrain. Of course, over time, small things got updated. These used to be steel. They made these in fiberglass in later years. And they had various models, ones with tow hooks and tow bars to do different tasks. But this is a pretty interesting bike, and I've never ridden a trike before, so I'm actually pretty interested to see how this is out on the road.
So we're on the Servi-Car now, and interestingly enough, you set the throttle. So not like a traditional motorcycle where you keep the throttle open. You basically just hold it in position, and then if I want to go down throttle, I just move it down and it sets the throttle for me. So left-hand throttle, a little weird, I'll be honest with you. You know, if you ride motorcycles, you're used to right-hand throttle. So we're gonna go down here now, down into first. Okay. All right, we're coming through this turn. Little sketchy because it's a three-wheeler. All right, we're gonna give it some gas. Off the throttle, foot clutch, second. So I would say I'm used to speed. And, you know, doing a lot of motorcycle track days and getting up there close to, you know, 160, 170 miles an hour on some of these tracks. I'll say that riding the Servi-Car is scarier than riding a motorcycle on the track. I'm not used to riding a three-wheeler, so I feel like I want to be able to lean it, although all I have to do is really just turn it. But it's fun. You know, this, like I said, a utilitarian vehicle that police departments and whatnot would use to deliver tickets or do a mail run with, hence that left-hand throttle. But it's quite comfortable. The seat has a nice spring and cushion in it, so I can go over these bumps pretty easily. I'm doing about 28 miles an hour, and I really don't feel like I want to go any faster than that. I'll be completely honest with you. There's the siren. Takes a little bit to die down. Okay, we've made it through this turn. I'm gonna pull over the camera car. You're under arrest. All right, let's shoot for third here. Okay, we're in third. Maybe we're going a little bit too slow for third. We'll go back down into second. I'll be honest, I didn't really fully get it, but now that I'm riding it, I could see myself going around town giving out parking tickets. I mean, you know, you just go past the cars, do a little chalk on the tire mark, drive around all day. It is very, very comfortable. I mean, I think that's probably its nature is to be comfortable. All right, so we're coming to a stop now, so I'm gonna put the clutch in. Okay, I've clicked it down into first. Now I'm going to turn it around here. Okay. Having a throttle that self-sets is just so strange. It's being a motorcycle rider and taking your hand off of the bar and the throttle still stays. You know, sometimes, oh, maybe the carburetor's stuck or it's a float is stuck or whatever. But by design, it's weird, and having to manually move the throttle down to slow down is difficult to kind of get my head around. You don't really use your front brake, which is over here on the left side. It's more of just a parking brake. I mean, I'm pulling it and I'm not really feeling anything. It actually has a parking brake lock. You really use the rear brake on my right side as a foot rear brake over the rear axles there. I am probably the only guy in history to be wearing a full-fledged racing suit with an airbag and an FIM approved racing helmet to drive the Servi-Car. It's actually terrifying. I'll be honest with you, I'm terrified. I know that might seem funny, but it's so amazing how at 25 miles an hour on a modern vehicle, you'd be yawning. 25 miles an hour on this? It's fun! It's nice to look down and just see a classic Harley Davidson tank. Harley has done so much for motorcycles and the motorcycling community. You have to think 1916 with the first kickstart bike, just creating millions of machines that people enjoy in many different forms. In this case, a three-wheeler. But just an iconic piece of American engineering and the symbol of America. I often say how much I love going to the racetrack. I don't think I would like going to the racetrack with this. It's not what it's made for. Of course, anything can be raced. I'm sure the Servi-Car struck fear amongst people in Newport News, Virginia back in the day, hoping that they wouldn't get a parking ticket, fearing the police strike. Okay, so we're slowing down now. This is what gets me. Okay, so I have to close the throttle, foot clutch, down it. Okay, down to first, slow down. All right, I would say that's probably my best downshift so far. All right, that was a clean shift. All right, I'm starting to get the hang of this thing. See, I don't think I'm mature enough to have this, because if I did have this, I would drive around town and do this all day. Hold on. And all that is just it's just attached to the front wheel. I've always wanted to do that. See, dreams do come true. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching this video on the Servi-Car. I enjoyed riding it, and I hope to ride it again soon one day. And if you like this video, remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share. hit that notification bell, smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and we'll catch you in the next video.